He is live at Creature Corps in Crestline in Crawford County. And oh, Cam, we can't wait to see what you do today.
Karen, this is so exciting because we are hanging out today with one of the most well-known and famous special effects artists in the entire world, Robert Kurtzman. He's worked on movies like Scream, From Dusk Till Dawn, even Bad Boys 2, Hostel, and we're even hanging out with a couple face-off contestants from the channel Sci-Fi and a huge event happening over at the Mansfield Penitentiary up in September. So coming up on Fox 28, we are going to take you inside the crazy mad scientist lab right on the other side of these doors, but we're not going to show you yet. You're going to have to stay tuned till 7:15. Are you pumped? We're excited.
Yes, we can't wait, Cam.
Thank you, Cameron.
Kind of scary.
Time for a little backstage buzz. A business near Mansfield is creating these lifelike and sometimes frightening props and costumes for movies and TV shows.
And Cameron Fontana, he's so lucky. He's live at Creature Corps this morning. Okay, Cam, do we know what you're going to be yet?
You guys want to see inside?
Yes.
You guys want to see inside?
Please.
Okay, come on. Check this out right here. Look at this. We are hanging out right now with Robert Kurtzman. How's it going, Bob?
Good, it's going great.
How did you get into special effects makeup?
I was a kid growing up on monster movies and late night horror host shows like Big Chuck and Little John, and Ghoulardi and Ghoul and stuff, and I used to stay up and watch monster movies, and then I found out there was guys who create these things for movies.
And, I mean, how do you get inspired? I mean, obviously some of these things that we do want to say for our viewers, everything is fake. Do not worry, it is all fake. But what inspires you to think of new things like this?
Just an artist being creative and coming up with cool things. And, you know, a lot of times you get, you know, a director or a writer comes up with something and you have to kind of interpret it and bring it to life.
And you're really gearing up for a huge event happening in September. What is that?
Paranormal Penitentiary at the Ohio State Reformatory. It's the new haunt that we're actually art directing and doing this year. So
look at that. I mean, and some of the movies we mentioned earlier, From Dusk Till Dawn. I mean, we were just talking about Wishmaster, and we didn't realize you're one of the people that has the piano wire all over them, right?
Yeah, I killed myself in my own movie.
That's so funny. Like, he told me that before. He's like, yeah, I like to put myself in the movies and kill myself. But this is amazing. Now, we're going to step to the back. How long have you began working on the Paranormal Penitentiary?
We've been working pretty much this whole, you know, spring, summer, the whole time we're building stuff. So
look at that, and that's Tusk from the movie. And everything you see here, the more you find, it's from the movies that you've all watched, and even, you know, not even horror movies, but like Scream. You worked on Goldfinger. Yeah, we do. I mean,
we do everything from comedies to, you know, there's a lot of gag movies, you know, funny gag movies where somebody's face stretches or somebody gets bloated and, you know, turns fat, whatever.
One of my favorites I didn't realize you told me, and you guys probably would watch this, it was the movie Misery.
Yeah.
And one of the scenes is when, obviously, she has the writer, and she hits his feet, and you worked on that ankle part.
we broke his ankles, and we did the prosthetics on James Caan's legs where he's all swollen and bloated, you know, from the car accident and stuff. So
cool. We're very excited to hang out here this morning, and we're going to continue to give you a tour all day on Good Day Columbus. Can we head to the back now?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, we'll see you guys soon.
So around town this morning, Cameron Fontana is getting an inside look at the world of costumes and props, and oh, they're pretty scary. He's live at Crestline at Creature Corps. Wow, Cam, it's just kind of freaking me out.
Hey, Karen, do I have something in my teeth? Look at this is crazy right here. So we're back with Robert Kurtzman getting ready for an amazing event, the Paranormal Penitentiary in September, right?
Yep.
So this is actually really cool because not many people are going to see this, actually the finished product, until they come there. What is Scene working on?
We have various giant creatures that we're going to have at the penitentiary this year, and this is one of them. And Scene is sculpting it. We're sculpting out of a wet clay, and then it gets molded, and then we run it in rubber and create the costumes and stuff.
And then from the very beginning, there you go, see, now we got the clay over here. From the very beginning, it starts off as drawings. Now we have this folded because we can't show you the whole creature, but you start with the drawing, and how does it go from drawing to clay?
We start with a sketch, then we blow it up on the wall with a projector and get our size. And then we basically build an armature and start sculpting.
How many man-hours will this creature, do you think, take to complete?
Oh, weeks.
Weeks?
Yeah, weeks and weeks. I mean, and we're not working, you know, we're working on it as we go.
On and off, and working on multiple things.
And then, you know, this also goes on it real quick. I'll show you.
What's that?
This is one of its mandibles. So it'll eventually go in the socket here.
That's freaky, man.
You know.
So I'm assuming, can we safely say that's going to be moving in the exhibit?
Yeah, it's going to have
somehow?
a jaw mechanism. And,
Oh my gosh. And look, you can see the teeth all in there. And what's amazing is the detail. And again, we're giving you a tour. I think I'm going to add a little bit to the back. And then coming up, I think they're going to do something in my face. So we'll see you soon on Fox 28. Can I put this right here?
Yep.
There we go.
It's 8:13. No, it's not Halloween, but we are checking out some special makeup and visual effects today.
CreatureCorps is an award-winning company, and it's based in Crestline.
It's very cool. Cameron Fontana is live there to check it out.
So, Cam, what you got going on?
Close, Robert. How's this, Robert? How's my clown face?
Uh-oh.
Is it pretty good?
So this is really cool because coming up in September is the Paranormal Penitentiary, and Robert here is world famous, of course, for special effects makeup. Worked on any movie imaginable that you can think of. And what is this right here?
This is going to be a giant clown head, and I won't tell you what it goes on, but it's for our cell block of clowns, killer clowns.
And what's really cool to see is the whole process. John there's working on it, and one thing I noticed was you see the rendering right there. We can't show you the whole thing, but that's the drawing. And look at even the texture of the pores. How did John do that?
He uses an old special technique called a comb.
It's very high tech. Oh my gosh, look at that. And also, you have people working for you that are on TV shows, right?
Yeah, Dave Greathouse from Face Off is here working on a sculpture right now.
Dude, how was that experience?
It was pretty intense, absolutely.
What did you learn from here that really helped you in the show?
Well, you have to have an understanding of the whole process of sculpting, molding, fabricating the piece very quickly. So, yeah, being in the shop, having everything around you, it's absolutely helped.
What's more stressful, being on Face Off in that timed competition or working with Robert and making sure he approves of it?
That's a good question. They both have their stresses, I
Yeah.
would say that, yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, Face Off was pretty stressed because you're under, like if you have a project here, we could work all night, get it done, where else on the television show, it's cut off, everyone has to go. So you got your time and that's it.
Well, congratulations
Here
on being
we got
on the
a little
show.
bit more time to get it done.
Robert, does Dave make you proud?
Oh, yeah, everybody here does.
Cool.
We have a great team of artists here. It's great.
Okay, now I see a lot of warts on here, but coming up next, I think you're putting, is it a burn or what is it going to be?
No, we'll see what we have in our bag of tricks.
We'll have to see. We'll see you guys in about 25 minutes. My face is going to be different. That's all I got to say.
Uh-oh.
My
That
face
sounds
is
a
gonna
little
be off.
frightening.
I'm scared.
Phrase
careful,
I
Cameron.
hope I never hear in Cameron's company. I see a lot of warts on here.
I know. Ew.
It is 8:52 now. There is a company that can turn you into a creature using makeup and visual effects.
It's called CreatureCorps.
Yes, and Cameron Fontana is live to check it out, and I think he's undergoing a CreatureCorps makeover right now.
Hey, that's right, Courtney. Kids, if you're washing at home, if you don't wash your face before you go to bed, this is what can happen to your skin, right, Robert?
Yeah, it
this
gets
is a
really
PSA.
irritated.
It gets very irritated. So, Alan's working on my face right now. What is he doing to it?
He's putting a couple small prosthetics on, which are little silicone pieces, and there's a little cut and a bullet hole to your head, and then he's making this weird kind of zombie, skin flaking thing going on.
Look at that.
So-
Now, Alan, how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this around about 30 years now. Worked with Bob for about 20 of those. as a matter
Wow.
of fact.
So 20 to 30 years you've been putting makeup on. And Robert, how extensive does it get? If you're working on a movie, how long can people sit in a chair for you to recreate their face?
Oh, sometimes up to 9 hours. It depends on how much of their body you're covering with prosthetics. So, I mean, we've glued prosthetics entirely over people's entire bodies for things. And
How do you get them to stay in a chair and not go crazy for that long?
you give them breaks. When they're doing a full body thing, you usually have like a specially designed, flat board with cushions on
okay.
it that they lay on. And
Any weird requests? Like, did some people want to watch like Days of Our Lives while?
No, I did a Vampire in Brooklyn with Eddie Murphy, and it was funny because he never thought we saw these movies, but he brought Dolomite in to watch
Oh my
while he was in the
gosh.
chair, and we already were big fans of Rudy Ray Moore. You
Yeah.
know, so. And we watched it and we knew all the lines and
How
everything.
funny is that?
And
So
he
you're
was
all
like,
just
"You
joking
guys
around.
know who he is?" I'm like, "Yeah, man."
There's stories. That's how cool Robert is. I mean, hanging out with Eddie Murphy and the likes. And coming up next, we are going to see the finished product. Is it looking good so far, guys?
He will.
Oh.
Look at it. Oh.
You've
I know.
got the look.
I use makeup to do the opposite process every morning, from creature to human.
No, there's an Ohio company that has spooky creations that are featured in a lot of Hollywood movies.
It's very cool, and Cameron Fontana is live at CreatureCorps in Crestline this morning, checking it out. Oh my gosh, is that Cameron?
Is that you?
Oh no, it's not.
Oh, that's Cam.
I thought that was him.
There's Cam.
Oh, it's just as bad.
I think I have something on my face over here. Something happened, Robert.
Yeah, you got boogered up a little bit.
Boogered up.
I think he ran into a wall.
I ran into a wall or got bit by a zombie. And this is so cool because Alan was able to do this in, 15, 20 minutes. And it's just a testament to the professionalism of your work here.
Well, especially, doing a haunted attraction, you have to move fast and get a lot of makeups done within a few hours. So.
And one thing you mentioned before is, you like to be in the horror movies. And this is actually a cast of you, right?
That's me. And then John actually took my face and created it into a werewolf.
We were joking. This is what you look like in the morning if you don't have coffee.
Pretty much.
So talk about the attraction coming up in September, the Paranormal Penitentiary. You already have it mapped out, is that right?
Yeah, we basically have our zones mapped out, and we're basically laying out what goes in each room.
Look at that.
And the various creatures and stuff. So.
When you work on the different zones, what's your priority first? How does it work when you're setting up a penitentiary to be a horror attraction? What's the first thing you do when you get in there?
Well, we take a look at the space, figure out what we want to put in each area. Luckily, the prison has its own look already.
It's already scary.
Yeah, so basically we're just augmenting that with all our creatures and crazy, prop pieces and stuff.
Now, can you give us any hints or clue as to kind of the theme that you're going for? Maybe the types of creatures that we'll see?
Well, because it's called Paranormal Penitentiary and it's monster lockdown, our theme is that it's a containment facility for monsters that have now gotten unleashed into the prison.
Is that?
So it allows us to put anything we want in there.
Whoa.
So we're not limited. We can come up with mutants, monsters, werewolves, vampires.
That's amazing.
Anything.
So that's coming up. What are the dates for it?
It starts September 23rd, right?
September 23rd, and then that obviously enjoy through Halloween.
All the way through Halloween, yeah.
That's going to be so exciting. So coming up next, we're actually going to speak to some of the people from the Ohio State Reformatory. And I do have one more question for Sean and Courtney in the studio. Will you go to prom with me?
Absolutely. You have never looked better, Cameron.
Yeah, I'm thinking a little dental floss might help some issues there. Oh, look at him. He's so in character.
I love it.
Well, it's great weather to hit the golf course, at least maybe not today, but yeah, coming up.
It's that whole lightning thing we might want to avoid. The problem is that you may end up with some pain on the course, so should you keep in mind?
Yeah, today we are learning 3 exercises to help golfers avoid back injuries.
Nice to see you. Thanks for being here this
Absolutely.
morning. Thank you.